Keranen now, he's got himself into a lonely position of second. He lost a lot of time behind Rautavaara. He's got himself some clear air. But he's going to want to watch himself because Engberink is still charging forwards. The Dutchman. He is going for it. Utsa now in trouble from Black. Black has got to be careful. Yeah, he's not going to get it. Oh! Utsa getting a little bit frisky on corner entry. Bowner, he's got Omer said still hunting him down. Nowak down the inside, 7th place, gets the job done. Harvey moves back, the early race leader. He'll now have Nairon right behind. McNamara though. And Harvey looking back at Nairon. Nairon has a look up the inside, thinks better of it. Nothing to do there. Dive bomb, thinks better of, well, he never even looked for it. Very hard to see, you'd think. Andy Black still battling with Utsa, he's up the inside. Turn 10. Good move, clean move. Nairon, he's going to have a look down into turn 1. The Entech car, the Entech Supertech. Good race pace. Moves through. Engberink, 3rd place, still pushing. There's Lindner. Utsa now, he's actually, after looking like he was going to do really well, he was pushing forwards nicely. He's actually moved backwards. McNamara, there's Keranen. We don't get to see Engberink coming through. McNamara leads 3.5 seconds to Keranen, 3.5 odd seconds to Engberink. Lindner, well, about 3.5 seconds behind that. There's the Melbourne skyline. I doubt Daniel is thinking about that. He's going to be trying to catch the car ahead of him. Here's Omer. He's no longer in 11th. Rather sadly, he's gone back a place. Rautavaara goes through and he is off. He's gone. See ya, Joel. He's not happy. Cars let him down a little bit. He'll be wanting to get back into the top 5 if he can. Dimas. Here's Karanen. Engberink keeping relatively stable, a little bit faster. Engberink and Karanen quite closely matched, I'd say, in terms of race ability. Needless to say, they should both be miles ahead of McNamara. In the end though, Engberink, he's got himself the Ferrari engine, which I do believe, well, the Ferrari engine in the back of the Speedy is a little bit down on horsepower, I think, compared to the Cosworth in the back of the 2KF1. So he's got all the work to do now, Tim. Rautavaara, he's all over the back of Bauner. Oh! He wants to get past, it's just not going to happen like that. Neyron's gone past Nowak. There's a collision, there's Sharp going off again. That's the third time he's been hit off the circuit. You got a feel for the guy, it's not a very nice feeling. There goes his teammate. And Zen Foro's day just gets worse and worse and worse. There he goes through the gravel trap. Hard day at the office here for the German. And on his way he gets. He's going to be in some serious danger of getting lapped. Lap 34 of 58. Here comes McNamara. He's not all that far behind. And it'll be interesting to see if the blue flags are shown. Bauner, he's still got Rautavaara. Rinaho, he's in the pits. Not sure if there's been a problem for him or if it was scheduled. Foro's in the pits. It could be everyone's ducking in now. The 2KF1s aren't going in, that's for sure. Bauner, he's still holding Rautavaara behind. Yep. As much as Joel wants to get past, that N-Tech, that Super Tech engine has got some grunt. Forget that. Joel knows what he's doing. He gets past. He's into 10th place. Zen now, he will be a lap behind. So far, no stops for anyone in the top 5. I think only Joel in 10th. In 9th, rather. Sigulakis is pitted. That's why. So he's out now. Perhaps this is now is the time. They're all going to come in. Quick splash of fuel to the end. Get some fresh tyres on. Finish it off. Seems weird that there should be 3 people pitting so soon together. Rinaho, oh, is there a problem here for the DTK driver? No, there isn't one problem. There's a few. And that car is now on fire. And there we go, the first retirement of the year, of the series, completely, is a Toyota engine. It's in the back of the DTK car, Tapio Rinahau. It's just been a horrible day, compounded by him and his teammate hitting each other at turn 10 early on. And it's out. It's gone. It's done for. Mark Lindner now into third. Engberink has pitted. Rautavaara is going past his teammate. Rautavaara is on the charge. He's back into 6th place. It's an oil leak in the Toyota engine that's let down Rinahau. Nowak's in 5th. Poira, he's in 4th. Lindner 3rd. Karen in 2nd. McNamara still leads. Back on board with Karen, can't see anyone behind him. Engberink would have been the only one close enough. But now we're expecting to see a late flurry of pit stops, perhaps. A few of the leaders coming in. Rautavaara might still be in this race yet. He might still have a shot for the lead. I would say he'd get past Karanen with ease. McNamara might be a trickier prospect. He gave up a lot of time to McNamara as he was entering the pits. Lindner, though, for Monster Mercedes. Hungarian in the Hungarian car. Zenvoro, he's making his day a little bit better. Fastest lap of the race. Dovizioso now. Having a look at the other monster. Yes, he's going to get it done. 2 Mercedes powered cars. He'll get past. Dovizioso didn't have to go through the person ahead of him to move up the position. Here's Lindner. Here's Engberink, Tim Engberink. He's got himself right behind Bauner. Is that Andy Black in 10th? It is. Andy Black back into 10th. Homer said, have a guess where he is? Engberink now, round the outside. Not going to happen there. McNamara now into the pit lane. McNamara pits. This is Rautavaara. He's got to get past. Lindner into the pit lane. That means the 2KF1 boss, he is now leading the race. yeah, that's a good sign for sure. Nowak pits. It's all happening now. Bauner, he's being taken by Engberink. Harvey. Rautavaara's in 4th. There's McNamara. McNamara stays ahead of Rautavaara. Cold tyres though. Different fuel loads perhaps. But McNamara does have fresher rubber. Engberink, he's not out of it. Bowner, he's driving well for N-Tech. There's Andy Black. Early pit stop might be a problem for him. Omersed's been knocked off. He was in the top 10. Lindner's getting pushed by Utzer. Utzer is up on a few wheels. Oh no! What a shame for Omer. He's come back in 12th. He's got a chance to be 11th again. Sigulakis in 10th. He's been gifted that. Keranen in the pits now. That leaves Poira to lead the race. For Viper. Here's McNamara. McNamara, he's keeping off. He's keeping well ahead of Ratavara there. Keranen is going to come back out in 4th. Harvey's not going to catch him, which by default means Engberink isn't going to catch him. Harvey must be really struggling on that set of tyres by now. It was not that close between him and Tim. Tim now up the inside, turn 3. Oh yes, well played. Here's Lindner. Sigulakis is in 9th. Utzer in 10th. Oh my goodness. Omer in 11th. He cannot catch a break, this guy. Neyron in 12th. I think he's pitted. Latchlow, he's gone.
At the end of this lap.
He's coming in this lap. Noack. Dimas, Bauner, Hunsley, Davizioso, Sharps in the lane, Deal. Here's Poira. Is he going to pit this lap? Yes, he will. So there's McNamara. He'll come around the corner. Poira's not even in the pit lane proper yet. And McNamara now re-inherits the lead. Ratavara into 2nd. Kerenen's still in 3rd. Engberink is still hunting him down in 4th place. Harvey, what a drive so far, 5th. We're 2/3 of the way through the race. He's still got a chance of being able to hold it together. Black, oh, he's just driven fantastically today. He went up, he went down, he's back to where he started. Lindner, he's in 7th. Really made a mockery of him, said, but he's still going. Sigulakis, he'll want to get past. Poira comes back out in 9th. Utzer is in 10th. He's been everywhere, hasn't he? Omer, oh, goodness, enough said. Neyron, 12th place. Noack, 13th. Bowner, 14th. We'll go back to the front of the field. Ratavara. Oh, Andy Black. Oh, he's all over the back of Harvey. He'll have a look around the outside. Meanwhile, we've got Bowner here. Harvey, the only person not to have stopped yet in the top 5, arguably probably the top 10. No, neither is Utzer. Going the whole distance. McNamara, though, he still leads. I think that was Omer said going into the pit lane. Or was my eyes deceiving me? Keranen, though, he's on the back of Ratavara. Yes, I almost said is in pit lane. Good, I'm not going crazy. Harvey, he's down into 11th. What can he do from there? Well, he can do a lot of things, but he's not going to be able to hold himself around the outside there that easily. And he falls behind. That might have been Bowner, I think. McNamara, though. Ratovar and Karen and Engberink really trying to get there. It's a great showing there from the Dutchman, though. Upset. Oh, was he hit? He's got a problem? He seems to be moving alright. Got Omer now. Omer's not going to get anywhere near 11th unless a few people slide off in the last 16 odd laps? 16 odd laps. 17. Ratovar now, he's got Karen all over the back of him. The Finn with the guy who thinks he's a Finn. Battling for the second step of the podium. Keranen would like to get second, be there right next to his mate James. Nope. Keranen's not going to be able to get past that easily. Oh, he's down the inside. We'll not see what happens. They both get through the corner remarkably. Engberink, he must be laughing. They're just holding themselves up, surely. Fantastic driving from the both of them, though. And for another lap, the Apex. Well, no, here comes Keranen. He'll have a look down the inside of turn 1. I think he's far enough up. We don't know. There isn't a yellow flag, so they haven't hit each other off. Keranen has gotten past. Engberink, he's right there. He'll definitely be pressuring Ratovar now. Keranen has obviously slid by and he's off. He's gone. Engberink, he's at 0.3 of a second behind. He'll be sizing up that Apex car a lot, you'd think. In the mirrors, can we see him? A little bit. Oh, the bright fluoro green nose. Keranen just wants to get as much distance between him and Engberink as he can. Here we go, now we can see. That's how close it is. Ratovar makes a little bit of a mistake there. Makes a lot of, well, not really a lot of a mistake. He just went a lot wider than Engberink did. Engberink trying to cut down the inside. McNamara though. He's got 7 seconds on Keranen, on his team boss. Ratovar now. He's got Engberink. Engbrink's going so far up the inside. This can't end well. It does. Engberink, I don't know how far up the inside he wanted to go there, but goodness, I don't know how he would have gotten around. Engbrink. Oh, he's hit Ratavara. Engbrink goes through. Ratavara's down to 4th. But how much more is he going to lose? 5th, 6th. They're all coming through now. 8th. Oh, this is horrible. He can't go anywhere. He'll get back out in 9th. Engbrink. Well, arguably he's going to be laughing all the way to the podium. Lindner, right on the back of one of the Vipers. That seems to be Black. Andy Black, what a great effort. He can see the podium. I don't think he'll catch it, but he can see the podium. Oh, McNamara! He spun himself out! He's let his boss through. Karen now leads the race. Oh god, no, that's... Engbrink into 2nd. This is horrible. Lindner's into 3rd. Black's in 4th. McNamara, he can't get it out. Neron is going to sneak by as well, yes. Rautavara's going to get by. He must be really kicking himself. Will there be a break after Nowak? Yep, he grabs it. He goes. He'll be in 10th place. What a shame. McNamara leading the race with ease. Spins out at the first and second corner complex. Down in 10th. Obviously a little bit of a couldn't just back it out, and obviously a bit of a problem grabbing reverse. But that, how about that? Engbrink now, he's into 2nd. Poira is there in 6th. Neron, he's in 7th. The team manager's still showing the full-time drivers how to drive a car. These guys shouldn't be doing this well, but they are. Karen and Lindner, Neron, Poira, Nowak. All in the top 10, all going to get points. Poira! Here he goes! Oh! I think that's on Sigalakis, it must be, yes. Speedy Racing Ferrari. Well, you know, they've had not a great day, but onwards they push. Here's Karanen. Instrumental in getting this series running. And commentating today as well, leading the race. Sort of wish I had a spun out. Rob Sharp now, 18th place for Evo GP. He's got his teammate behind. There's been far from a quiet day for Rob Sharp, being hit into the gravel 3 times. Lindner, oh, what's happened here? Heartbreak now for Poira. He's going to be the 2nd retirement of the day. From 7th place, Stephen Poira, manager of Viper Racing, he's out. And that moves Rautavaara, Nowak, McNamara and Boner up a position, all extra points. Boner back into the top 10. Engbrink here in second place. Massive shame for Poirot. Pushing for 5th moments ago on Sigulakis. Would have been a great points haul for Viper. Lindner now, he's still on the podium. Oh, hello. Andy Black's in the pit lane. What's gone wrong here for Viper? Nothing. Is he just out of fuel or something? Needs a quick splash and dash. 10 laps to go. It's all gone wrong for Viper. Sigulakis now moves up into 4th for Speedy. Neron, Entech, he's into 5th. Rautavaara, he's up to 6th now. Nowak up to 7th. McNamara's going to get 8th. There he goes. Bowner gets out ahead of Black. I don't think Harvey will get there. Jack Hunsley, not doing too badly to get to 12th place. Now Andy Black, he'll have fresh tyres, enough fuel. Bowner, you'd be a bit nervous. McNamara would too. Back to the front, Mark Lindner. And the rain's coming down again. One last little twist, one little plot twist for the end of the race. Latchlow, that'll be on Sed, I would imagine. Engbrink, yeah, still been a great drive for him today. He's up 13 spots. We'll have a look at that for the top 10. There you go, Black down 5. Boner, wow, 13 spots. Engbrink up 11. Neyron up 10. Nowak up 10. Lindner up 9, Keranen up 8. Rautavaara and McNamara, they've both made improvements as well. Clearly not as much. But that's only half the story. To go up 13 spots, someone's obviously gone down quite a few as well. I mean, Andy Black's down 5. But now we're into the final 10 laps. Keranen holding a 10-second lead almost on Engbury. He's got 5 seconds to Lindner. It's 15 seconds. There, Dovizioso, a little bit of a mistake there. Turn 4. Here's Lindner. Engberink a long way up the road. Sigulakis. There's no problem for him. What happened there? He's got passed by William Neyron. Bit further up the track. Neyron all over the back of him. Good move at turn 10. Neyron. Back on board. Well, back following Lindner. It's just got to keep it together. Sliding through the corner there was Dovizioso. Lindner. Here's Omar. Ooh, sliding there. Keeps the car on the road. Suddenly coming to the realization what Dovizioso flying off the road. Gets going again, keeps it running. Come to the sudden realization what I've been calling turn 10 may not actually be turn 10. But there you go, just got it all wrong. Coming into the fast chicane there. Back live. And Ben Utz has spun around now. What has he done? We'll move forwards. Look at him go. Speed of sound. Here we go, we come around to here. There goes Dovizioso flying off. I think he was just completely... He was watching Dovizioso go off. Latchlow on to the scene of the crime. Homer said, well, you know, he's taken best... Wow, that's just a bit dirty. Latchlow gets going again. There's the two Evo GPs. So there goes his teammate. It's just not getting any better today for BRT. Oh. Whew. Lucky I think Zen could see him from a mile away. Lindner still holding his position. Engberink. That was Keranen going through the first corner as Engberink was coming through the final one. Here's Andy Black now. He's taking his time. Ooh, was there a touch there? Bowner off the course, and that's it for him. I can't see him. Oh, he's in 12th. He's still got a chance at points. Huntsley's into 11th now. Daniel Harvey. Well, you know, isn't he a hard luck story today? But he's into 10th. He might be able to sneak a point. The world feed definitely likes Mark Lindner today. Definitely likes watching third place, actually, now that I think of it. Nairon, Sigalakis, 4th and 5th. Ratavara still in 6th. Nowak, McNamara, 2 Australians. Andy Black back in the 10. Daniel Harvey. For the final point, Hunsley is in 11th. Anything could happen. Bowner not completely out of it. Omer said, well, you know, if 2 people crash out, well, he'll get back to 11th. Coming up to 5 laps to go now here at Albert Park. In a typical Melbourne day, it's been showers on, showers off, but the course has stayed wet throughout. Hometown boy Keranen leads at the start of lap 54. And that sounds like a car in trouble. And that is it. DTK, the nail in the coffin. The day is done. Find out it was a puncture this time. It wasn't the Toyota engine. But Hunsley now, he's gone. Omer said into 12th. There's still a glimmer of hope for Omer. He might still be able to sneak 11th and maybe even 10th. McNamara. Still in 8th. Andy Black is coming like a steam train though. 5 laps to go. Will the Australian be able to hold out his rival from Viper? Oh goodness, look what I've just said. Littner now. Still holding third. Dovizioso, bit of a lock-up. There's a BRT car. That would be deal. 4 to go in Melbourne. The podium probably won't change. There's the top 10 for you. We got a yellow flag. It's Latchlow. Not an amazing difference to the overall result. Will he get going again? The answer, I think, is a no, and that's a suspension failure there on the monster car. Engbrink goes through the yellow flag zone, no problems for him. Karanen continues to lead. Here we go, Utzer and Foro. 2 Germans are going to have a battle here. Cedars Honda, BRT Lamborghini. Up the inside, nope, no touch either. Utzer does well, but he loses all traction. That's going to take a while to catch back up. Tell you what, Karanen might catch them. Sharp and Dimas, what could have been for them had Sharp not been punted off 3 times? Homer said, still in 12th. Bauna could grab a point. Harvey, I would say the hardest luck story of the day. Andy Black, he's all over the back of James McNamara. Coming down the main straight. They're weaving. They're ducking and weaving. They're all over the place. All the way up the inside. McNamara goes back towards the line. They don't hit. Black loses traction, but not as much as you'd normally see. Noack. Oh, here we go. Rautavaara. His onwards push is stalled. He's got Noack all over the back of him. Home crowd will be right behind Josh as he pushes for the final for a final spot to get 6th. McNamara, he'll be getting willed on by the crowd as well. Sigulakis going to take 5th place, no doubt. His team manager is going to be very happy with him today. Nairon, few laps to go. Lindner, same. Engbrink comes around the final corner, but it's Karanen, 2 laps to go in Melbourne. Born and raised in this city, it's his hometown. Can he take first win of the series? We'll have a look on board here with Engbrink. Lindner's not going to get very close unless there's a massive problem for Engbrink in the last 2 laps. Last 1 2/3. Here's Andy Black. He's up the inside. He's done. He's through. Relegates McNamara back down to 9th. Good move there from Andy Black. Lindner. And we're on to the final lap now. Nowak, he's all over the back of Ratavara. He's going to go up the inside, down there at turn possibly 10. Nowak's going to want to do it soon. Andy Black's all over the back of them. Engberink, he's going to take second place in his first outing in a race department series. It's a magnificent effort for him. McNamara is going to limp home towards ninth. Andy Black, fastest lap of the race so far. Lindner, he's going to hold third. Engberink should hold second. But at the end of the day... Oh, and Andy Black's gone past Josh Nowak. 7th place for him. He's still pushing his Andy. At the end of the day, it's going to be Aidan Kerrinan. He comes around the final corner. He's going to take his home Grand Prix, Formula FG. There we are. Rather embarrassingly. But nonetheless, a great drive.
Fantastic drive. Great job.
Tim Engberink for Speedy Racing. He'll take second. What an effort. Mark Lindner managing his own team. Monster, he'll take third. Here come Nairon. He'll take fourth. Well done for him. Sigalakis makes very good day for Speedy. Rautavaara is going to hold up Andy Black. Will he? Just! Nowak, McNamara. Here's Daniel Harvey. He'll take a final point for Apex. Fantastic effort from him today. Stephen Bowner just couldn't... Just unlucky, really. Talk about unlucky. Oh, yeah. 12th place for Omar said. Rob Sharp. He'll lead his teammate. Brilliant Dimas across the line. Evo GP 13th and 14th. Guess what? Dovizioso, he could have... A few more laps, he might have caught up and punted one of those two off. He'll come across in 15th. Utsa for 16th. Deal 17th. Zen Foro, the final car driving. There we are, the full race results. Then Aidan Kerrinan for 2KF1 wins the Australian Grand Prix at Albert Park in Melbourne, leading from Tim Engberink, Mark Lindner from Monster Mercedes, Nairon, Sigalakis, Rautavaara, Black, Nowak, McNamara and Harvey round out points. Further down, see Bowner, unlucky, said Sharp, Dimas, the Evo GP is very unlucky, Dovizioso, that's a deal for, and then we've got Latchlow, suspension was what did him, and a puncture for Hunsley, but they'll both get shown as being classified. Stephen Poirier had a brake problem, and Rinihau had an oil leak early in the race. We'll quickly have a look. Best laps. Andy Black, fantastic effort for him. Had it by 2.5 tenths. Nonetheless, that's the first Formula FG Grand Prix ever. Hope it was enjoyable. Yeah, funny and annoying that I happen to win, but oh well. An apology to a few people. Rami couldn't get the car livery working properly. Couldn't get a few helmets working for certain people either. Those will be rectified. It was a bit of a rush job at the end, but those will be rectified by the second Grand Prix. If anyone has got themselves a livery or a helmet design, feel free to send them whenever you can and we'll chuck them in. Otherwise, that was the Australian Grand Prix for Formula FG. I'm Aidan Keranen. Goodbye.